Hello, Rhonda here with a 30-minute yoga flow practice incorporating twisting poses in this workout. There are three main benefits of twisting poses. One, it detoxifies the body. Two, it increases energy level. And three, it helps maintain spinal mobility. Let's get started. Starting in easy seated pose, sitting up nice and tall with our hands at the tops of our thighs for a grounded feeling. Bringing awareness to the present moment. We're going to connect breath to our body. Close your eyes. Start slowing down the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, breaths of equal length. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to inhale to reach those arms up towards the sky, palms together, hands to heart. Two more times like this. Let's go ahead and make our way onto all fours. So coming into a quadruped position, wrists in line with elbow and shoulder, knees directly underneath the hips. Starting with our cat-cow flow, we're going to take an inhale, exhale to flex the spine into cat, and then inhale to cow, lifting the heart, widening through the collarbones again, flexing to cat, and then inhaling to cow. We're going to transition to a moving cat-cow flow, a flowing cat-cow flow. So shifting your weight back and then forward as you flex and extend the spine. Couple more rounds. Let's bring our spines back to neutral. Take an inhale, exhale to shift the hips towards the heels as you reach those fingertips towards an extended child's pose. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Place your left hand on top of right and shift your hips slightly over to the left. Breathing into that left lung. 3 deep breaths here. Recenter those hips. Walk your hands through the center to the left side of your mat. Now placing your right hand on top of left and shifting your hips slightly over to the right. 3 deep breaths. Let's go ahead and recenter those hips. Walk your hands to the center, coming back on to all fours. You're going to roll the toes under and hover the knees off the mat. Take an inhale and then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the heels, right and left. Warming up the backs of the legs. Couple more rounds. Now go ahead and press both heels towards the mat, pressing firmly through the palms of the hands and the pads of the fingers. Get length through your spine. On your next inhale, reach that right leg high to the sky in 3-legged dog. Take a bend in the knee and open up through the hip, looking underneath that right bicep. And let's recenter those hips. Set that right foot back down to its place on the mat. Inhale to reach that left leg high to the sky. Take a bend in the knee. Open up through the hip, looking underneath that left bicep. Recenter your hips, bringing that left foot back down to its place on the mat.
Look in between your hands at the tops of your mat. You're going to walk your feet towards your hands in the forward fold. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. We are ready for our sun salutations. Standing at the top of your mat, we're going to take a couple of breaths here into Tadasana. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. 2 more times like this. Let's reach both arms up towards the sky. Connect the thumbs, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And then we're going to come into a light back bend here. Big inhale. Bring it back to center. Palms come back to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, gaze is forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Inhale that right foot back, the left foot meets it in downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. We're going to bring the knees to the mat. Slowly lower. And then inhale into cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Come back onto all fours. Roll the toes under, downward facing dog. Looking in between your hands at the tops of your mats. You're going to walk your feet towards your hands in that forward fold. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Connect the thumbs, light back bend. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. This time, sending the left foot back, the right foot meets it in downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Let's bring the knees to the mat. Slowly take a bend at the elbows. Inhale into cobra. Coming back onto all fours, rolling those toes under. Back to downward facing dog. Looking in between your hands at the tops of your mat. Walking your feet back forward. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Connect the thumbs. Inhale into your back bend. Hands to heart. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. Send that right foot back. The left foot meets it in downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Shifting forward through the crown of the head. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling that right leg high to the sky. We're going to draw the knee towards the nose. Settle that foot in between your hands at the tops of your mats. Bring the left knee onto the mat. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Bring the hands slowly back to heart center. Bring that right foot to meet the left foot. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale that left foot high to the sky. Draw the knee towards the nose. Bring that foot in between your hands at the tops of your mat. Settle that right knee onto the mat. The top of the foot comes onto the mat. Inhale to sweep both arms up towards the sky. Hands to heart center. Let's frame that left foot. We're going to roll the toes under of that right foot, lifting up on that knee, sending the left foot to meet it in plank pose. Let's hold for 5 deep breaths here. Balakasana energizes the body. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look in between your hands at the top of your mat. Walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold, inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. Moving on to our warrior poses. Starting with that right foot, we're going to step that right foot back, 45-degree angle. The left knee is in line with the left ankles. Hips are square to the front of your space, hands at heart center. Or you can sweep those arms up towards the sky, melt those shoulders away from your ears. Hold for 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, open up those arms, sink a little deeper into those hips for warrior 2. Bringing your gaze past that left middle finger. On your next inhale, let's flip those palms facing outwards. You're going to straighten out that right or that left knee, preparing for triangle. Shifting forward through the waist and teeter-tottering those arms, reaching those arms in opposite directions. Let's hold for 4 breaths here. Going to take a slow bend in that left knee, really reaching that right arm up and over for extended side angle. Two more breaths here. Go ahead and pivot to face the floor. You're going to bring that right foot to meet the left foot in forward fold. Inhale to sweep both arms up, connect the thumbs, coming back to that light back bend. Bring it back to center, hands to heart, forward fold. Bring one foot back, then the other, downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling chaturanga, shifting forward through the crown of the head. Inhaling into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking at your hands at the tops of your mats, you're either going to walk or softly jump towards the front of your mats. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. You're going to do that same warrior sequence with the left foot back. So sending that left foot back, hips are square towards the front of your space. Warrior 1. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together. Melt those shoulders away from your ears. And then on your next inhale, open up those arms, sink a little deeper into those hips for warrior 2. Soft gaze past that right middle finger. Shoulders stay relaxed. Maybe with each inhale and exhale, sinking a little deeper into those hips. On your next inhale, bring those palms facing away from the body, preparing for triangle. Both legs are straight. You're going to teeter-totter those arms as you're reaching those left fingertips towards the sky. The right fingertips are reaching towards the ground. Let's hold for 2 more breaths here. From here, let's take a slow bend in that right knee. Reach that left arm up and over for extended side angle. Two more breaths here. We're going to pivot to face the ground, framing our right foot meeting in that lunge position. That left foot meets the right foot in forward fold. Inhale to sweep both arms up. This time coming into chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Now moving into twisting chair, you can either place your right hand on your hip, left hand on the outside of the knee, or your hands can be in prayer, and you can bring your left elbow outside of that right thigh. Nice. From here, we're going to send that left foot back into a lunge. Let's open up those arms. Holding for 2 more breaths here. Let's go ahead and pivot to face the floor. Once again, bring that left foot to meet the right foot in forward fold. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Exhale down into chair. Let's go ahead and bring the palms to heart center. Again, you can either place your left hand on your hip, right hand goes outside the knee, or the hands can come into prayer, elbow outside of that left thigh. And then on your next inhale, you're going to send that right leg back for a twisting lunge. Maybe even opening up those arms. Let's hold for 3 more breaths here. Let's go ahead and pivot to face the floor. Bring that left foot to meet the right foot, Phalakasana, plank pose. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling back to plank, chaturanga, shifting forward through the crown of the head. Inhaling into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the knees deeply, either walking or floating your feet in between your hands at the tops of your mats. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna come into one more balance pose before we go onto the mats. Coming into eagle pose. So you're gonna bring all 4 corners of your left foot onto your mat because you're gonna be balancing on that leg. You're gonna bring the right leg up and over, and then you're gonna wrap your toes around that ankle, that thigh. The right hand goes underneath the left arm, bringing the palms together. A modification would just be to hang out here, and your hands can be staggered. This pose, Garudasana, eagle pose, strengthens the feet and improves balance. Slowly unwind. On to the other side. Bringing all 4 corners of that right foot onto your mat. Finding your balance there. The left leg comes up and over the thigh. You wrap the toes of the left foot around that ankle, that calf. This time the left arm comes underneath. Palms together. Finding your focal point, drishti. Soften your gaze at something that is not moving.
Slowly coming out of it. Nice. We're going to bring our way onto our mats in a child's pose. So let's go ahead and rest in a child's pose with our arms beside us, taking a few breaths here. And then slowly moving your arms forward into an extended child's pose. Elbows are lifted, spine is long. On your next inhale, bring your hips away from your heels. Move your way into a modified plank position. You're going to take a slow bend in the elbows until the front of your body's on your mats. Let's go ahead and bring your arms down by your side, preparing for Shalabhasana, locust pose. On your next inhale, lift the chest, the shoulders, the arms, maybe even interlace your grip behind your back. Let's hold for 5 more deep breaths here. Salabhasana strengthens the back and stimulates the heart, lungs, and throat. Go ahead and bring your hands back down onto the mat, moving into that counter pose, puppy dog pose. Hips are away from the heels. And then let's slowly make our way into a seated position with our legs out in front of us for staff pose. Sitting up nice and tall up through the sit bones. You're going to reach your arms up high towards the sky with those 2 peace fingers grabbing onto those 2 big toes, or you can use a strap. Maybe with each inhale and exhale, sinking a little deeper into your forward fold. So you should be feeling a stretch, not only at the backs of the legs, but in through the lower spine. And then on your next inhale, rise. You're going to bring your fingertips right by your bottom, preparing for inclined plank pose. Take an inhale to lift those hips up. If you prefer, you can also come into tabletop. Couple more breaths here. And slowly land your hips back onto the mat. Make your way back into a seated position. Easy seated pose. Taking a few breaths here before we move on. All right, let's go ahead and bring the right foot in front of that left shin. You're going to take that right hand, holding on to the outside of the foot, bring it out to the side as you bring the left arm out to the side. Keep the spine long, the chest lifted. Couple more breaths here. Bring that foot back to center. We're going to do a transfer. The opposite hand is going to grab onto the outside of the foot, and then you bring your right arm out to the side. Twisting stimulates blood circulation and releases muscle tension of the abs. Then let's go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Bring that foot onto the mat. The sole of the left foot is on the inside of the right thigh. Reach both arms up towards the sky and then dive forward. Maybe interlace your grip around your foot, or you can use a strap.
On your next inhale, rise. You're going to come into a seated wide stance. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach both arms up towards the sky and then dive forward. Once you're down, just go ahead and relax the head and the neck. You're going to slowly walk your hands back towards your center line. Bring the right knee in. The left foot settles right in front of that right shin. You're going to take your left hand, grab onto the outside of the left foot, bring it out to the side as the right arm comes out to the side. Again, keeping the spine long, chest lifted. Nice, calm breath. Then we're going to slowly bring that foot forward. Doing the transfer, the right hand goes on the outside of the foot and you stretch your left leg long. And your left hand reaches out to the side, bringing your gaze past your left fingertips. Slowly bring everything forward, bringing that left foot on the mat. The sole of the right foot is on the inside of the thigh. Reach both arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Interlace your grip around your foot or use your strap. And then on your next inhale, come on up. You're going to stretch both legs long out in front of you. Bring both arms parallel to your legs, sitting up nice and tall. As you slightly lean back, you're going to drag your heels in and lift the legs in boat pose. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the spine long, the chest lifted. Maybe even extend those arms or legs. These are legs. Arms already extended. Couple more breaths here. And slowly land those feet onto your mat. You're going to roll your spine on down. Bring the palms onto the mat. Wide chest, open shoulders, preparing for bridge pose. Inhale to lift those hips up towards the sky. Maybe even interlace your grip underneath your torso, bringing the shoulder blades together. Slowly release your grip. Bring your hips back down onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky, holding on to the outside of the feet, rocking from side to side in happy baby. And then coming into our final pose, shoulder stand. You're gonna reach both legs up towards the sky, supporting your hips with your hands. If you prefer, you can also do legs up the wall. If you would like to transition into plow, slowly bringing those legs up and over. Arms down onto the mat, palms facing down. Wherever you're at, legs up the wall, shoulder stand or plow. I'm going to hold for 5 deep breaths. Halasana stimulates circulation, enhances mood, and energizes the body. Slowly coming out of it wherever you're at. Let's draw the knees to the chest. Make circles with our knees in one direction. And then reverse the direction. Arms down by your side. Go ahead and bring your knees over to the right in a lying twist. Inhale the knees through the center over to the left side in your lying twist. And then slowly make your way into fetal pose. You're going to make your way into a seated position. Easy seated pose. Palms facing up in a more receiving mode. Finishing off our practice with our breath work. Inhale to sweep both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. 2 more times like this. Namaste. Until next time.